Have you pushed the handle all the way down?
Yeah, it's as far as it goes.
Is that as far as it goes?
Yeah.
It should go lower than that.
I know, but look.
Hang on. Okay, try now.
No, not working.
Well, I suppose I'll have to call maintenance out again.
She might as well work from our shop the number of times we've had to call her out this week.
I know, tell me about it.
I wonder if I...
Hi, Claire. Yes, me again, I'm afraid. The door upstairs this time. Well, we had someone from another store covering our shop yesterday and they've managed to jam the door. Yeah, well, it usually does. We tried that. Yeah. Yeah, Jess and I both tried that, but it wouldn't shift.
I'll just try.
On the frame? I can see if we have one downstairs.
Andrew, I've done it.
You've done it?
I've opened the door.
Oh, never mind, Claire. Jess has managed to open it somehow. Alright. Yeah. Yeah, we'll do. No problem. Thanks, Claire. Alright, thanks, bye.
You're going to be so annoyed when you hear how I did that.
What did you do?
I had a quick search online, but then I got bored of looking, so I just checked my emails. I checked my emails.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I'm going to say?
No.
We were putting in the wrong combination.
What?
Remember head office emailed us a few weeks ago to say that everyone's combinations would be changed yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, our cover person must have changed it for us yesterday.
We've damaged the door now.
I know.
Look, I chiseled away at the lock.
Yeah.
It looks like someone tried to break in.
In your defence, you were trying to break in. You do work here though, so that's alright, isn't it? At least Claire doesn't have to come all this way now.
Well, that's true, I suppose.
Does she know that our combinations have changed?
She does know, and she did ask if we'd entered the right combination quite a few times.
Oh, she probably thought we changed it ourselves.
I just wonder why she asked so many times.
Oh well, at least it's open now.
But now that means we have to do some work.
Is there a way we can get it stuck again?
No, unfortunately not, and we have lots to do today.
How often do we change the combination?
Once in a blue moon?
When's the next blue moon?
Well, I'd better go downstairs now that the door's sorted.
Okay,
Hope your podcast goes well.
thanks.
Think of us when you're up here recording and we're doing all the work.
Yeah, I will.
Alright, bye then.
Bye. Right, where are we? Here we go. Hello everyone and welcome to episode 10 of the Discount Bookshop podcast. Yes, we are now in double figures, which is quite something. You may have just heard myself and Andrew trying to open a door. Something we've done for many years of our lives. But today we've had a bit of trouble. And this is actually the 5th time we've had to phone Claire in maintenance for help with something. The 5th time this week. I know that she listens to this podcast, so thanks Claire for putting up with us. Yeah, for some reason this week, between myself, Andrew and everyone else who works in the shop, we've managed to break the toilet seat, we've broken the door off the helium canister cupboard, we've managed to crash the tills, and we have also set the fire extinguisher off because someone tried to sit on it. I mean, I'm not being funny, but if you sit on a fire extinguisher, it turns out it makes the fire extinguisher go off and trickle down your leg. So just so you know there. So I'm going to have to add you onto my Christmas card list, Claire, honestly. We don't deserve you. And I won't send you one yet, though, because it's only June. I have something to read out from head office. Asked me to read this out. Let me just find it. Here we are. This is for the summer. The Super Summer Sale Bonanza. They say, get your hats on and your sun cream, because this summer the Discount Bookshop is having its biggest and bestest ever sale. Whoop whoop! We have huge massive discounts on hundreds of books, toys, and craft supplies. Wow, wow, wow. We have a whopping 75% RRP from selected lines, and we will be having our Super Summer Savings buy one get one free offer back for another exciting event. What a thrill. Just in time for the sun and warm weather, why not buy our new Wild Friends bubble machines? Only £3, which come in zebra, tiger, leopard and giraffe designs. How about a mega deal on our cheeky stink bubbles to prank your parents? Careful not to spill the solution down yourself though, it will stain, and the Discount Bookshop offers no compensation for stained and or ruined clothing. See you from Saturday the 4th of June for our super sale, and have a super week. Wowee. That's it. I hope I made that exciting enough. Hay fever. Oh. Okay. So anyway, now on moving on the 21st of June, it will be Make Music Day, and I thought that it might be interesting to invite one of my old friends from university to be this month's guest. Monica Crampton was in my class all the way through our 3-year performing arts course at university. We're still in touch now, and I know that she's been trying to break into the performance industry using her talents for music and drama. I'm hoping that she'll be able to share one of her compositions with us for Make Music Day, but first, let's introduce it. So, here we go. Welcome to the Discount Bookshop podcast, Monica Crampton.
Thanks for having me, Jess.
It's a pleasure to have you on. Now, how long is it that we've known each other now?
I think it's nearly 9 years now.
That sounds about right. Would you like to give the listeners a quick summary of what you've been up to since we graduated? Did you graduate? You did, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
So what have you been up to?
Well, for years now, I've been trying to come up with the next big creative thing. I've taken a few live shows to various festivals, but they've been a bit tricky and haven't really got me anywhere. So I've started trying to contact production companies to make some film musicals, ideas I've been working on.
Is it the Edinburgh Fringe Festival you've been taking your shows to?
Yes, and a few others as well.
What were those shows about?
Well, my most recent one was called Paper Avenue, and told a story about a road which is full of houses, but only one of those houses has anyone living in it. The show is about who lives in that house.
That sounds really good.
Yeah. Only 3 people came to see it though, and one of them was a reviewer. Said, save your time and money. See something else. Anything else.
Oh dear.
You didn't even have to pay to watch it. It was free.
Well, at least 2 other people came to see it.
It's really hard to get anyone to come and see your show.
Yeah, I've heard that. So many people doing shows, it's hard to get bums on seats.
It's even harder to get your friends to come and see it.
Ah, yeah. Unfortunately, I couldn't get time off work for that. Sorry about that. It sounds like it was an interesting show, though.
The year before that, I went and performed my show Reader Hierarchy. Before that, it was Cup Ignite. Then Method Spider, Mirror Parade, and my first show was Class Canvas.
Was Class Canvas about a school photo printed on a canvas for your house?
No, it was about a canvas tea towel I had, where everyone in my class had to draw themselves. Usually that's a primary school thing, but we were in secondary school. The school did it every year, but our teacher said it was the worst one she'd ever seen. Now I'm older, I look and at the tea towel, I can see why she said that. Because the drawings look nothing like us, and most people can barely spell their names properly. But at the time, I remember we tried our best. That was the worst review that hurt the most.
So, Monica, did you know that the 21st of June is Make Music Day?
Yeah, because you said in our email.
Okay, but before that, did you know?
No.
Okay, well, I was wondering if you could tell the listeners about the projects you've been pitching to production companies and maybe even share with us some of the music you've made to pitch those projects.
Okay. Well, I think I'll start by playing you my most recent piece of music. I was watching a cooking program on TV a while ago. You know, the ones of the programs where restaurants are starting to fail as a business and you'll have to close it down if nothing's done about it.
Oh, yeah, I know the ones.
Well, in this episode, there were restaurants which was having trouble with rats getting in the kitchen through a hole in the wall, and I was thinking, wouldn't it be cool if it turned out that the reason the rats are in the kitchen was because they loved to cook?
Right.
Then I was thinking that maybe there's one rat who's brave enough to start actually cooking in the kitchen when no one is looking.
Okay, have you...
Then I thought that maybe it'd be set in a country where cooking is a big deal and they cook amazing food and have classy restaurants and get amazing reviews with food critics. So it's a really big shock that a rat has been cooking in the kitchen in this really fancy restaurant.
So where's it set?
It's set in France. Well, what do you think?
That sounds very good,
Great! I'm glad you think so.
but it also sounds familiar.
Familiar? How?
I'm not sure. How about you play your music while I have a think about what it reminds me of?
Okay. Well, I've been pitching this idea to production companies as an animated film, and I thought that I could compose some music which would be at the very beginning of the film, along with side effect which we'll hear.
Okay.
So you have to imagine that at the start, the rat starts off asleep in his bed and he's dreaming of being a chef, whilst the music at the start plays. Then suddenly the music stops and the rat gets woken up by his alarm. He gets up, gets dressed, and in the little chef's uniform, scampers to the kitchen. Unfortunately, on his way through the restaurant, there are people that are having breakfast. He gets noticed by the people who start screaming because they've seen a rat.
Okay, so here is that rat waking up and causing chaos in the restaurant.
I'm nothing without you. I got some hurt I can't explain.
I think there might be opening credits over the top of that in the film, if any of the production companies ever reply to my emails.
They never reply.
Not yet.
Monica, I think I know why they're not replying. That story that you've come up with has already been made into a film.
What?
Have you ever seen Ratatouille?
The Disney film?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen it. Why?
Because the story you've described is the same story as that film.
Oh,
Are you sure you didn't just enjoy watching Ratatouille and think, I wish I'd written that?
so you don't think they'll reply?
Honestly?
Yeah.
No. I don't think they'll want to make a film which has already been made.
But lots of films are being made nowadays.
Yeah, Yeah, I don't know why though. Have you pitched any original ideas?
I thought that was an original idea.
Have you pitched any original ideas which haven't already been made?
The last one I pitched was a idea for a film about an ogre who lives by himself.
Oh no.
But there are lots of fairy tale creatures living inside and around a swamp.
Have you seen Shrek?
Yeah? Why? Oh no.
Yeah, that's been made too.
Well, my films would have songs in it.
Like Shrek the musical?
Yeah,
It's already been done, mate.
but mine would be a film musical instead of a stage musical.
Well, the Shrek film has songs in it too.
You're joking.
No. I thought you'd seen it.
What if I made it a sequel to Shrek?
Another one?
Are there already
Yes.
just one though?
There are at least 4 films.
So, do you think I should just give up?
No, don't give up. You can... If you... You just need to think of some original ideas, that's all. The music you made was great, so you know you can do it.
I'm not so sure anymore.
Why don't you write one of your original plays as a film? What was it? Paper Street?
Paper Avenue? Do you think I should?
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea for a film to me. Or maybe a short film?
You think so?
Yeah, just make sure you have a quick search online to see if it's been made before.
Oh yeah. And if it's already been made?
Then think of something else.
Okay.
And other listeners have heard your idea. I'm sure they'll be very excited to buy a ticket to see Paper Avenue at the cinema.
Okay, I'll start working on that straight away.
Well, you'll have to come back on the podcast when you've written it. Hopefully you'll have had a response from the production companies and will be well on your way to bringing it to our screens.
I hope so.
All right, well, thanks so much, Monica, for being on the Discount Bookshop podcast.
Thanks for having me.
No problem, and hopefully I'll see you soon.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right, bye, Monica.
Bye, Jess.
Well, there we have it. I look forward to hearing from Monica again in the future with an update of her career. So, right, okay. Well, my neighbour Sheila has a new phone, everybody. In fact, she insisted on getting 2 phones at the same time in case one of them breaks. What happened was, about 2 weeks ago, she was making herself a full English breakfast and ran out of bread to make toast to go with her breakfast. A lot of people wouldn't be too fussed, you know, they might just have something extra or just forget the toast altogether, but Sheila insists, and I cannot stress that enough. She knew we were out at the shops because her phone was broken. She couldn't just, you know, message us or phone us to pick up some bread for her, so she had to wait, God forbid, 25 minutes until we got home before she could borrow a couple of slices. Needless to say, she said she can never let that happen again, hence the 2 phones. I was actually with her in the phone shop when she said that was the reason for 2 phones to the person in the phone shop, and honestly, the look on their face. Anyway, Sheila, of course, is now texting me the same text twice every time, one from each phone, just to make sure I receive it, so we don't have another toast scenario. So that's not irritating at all. So she wants me to read this out. Just find it. Okay. By the way, I should say that I will be reading this exactly how it's written. She still cannot text. Hi, Jez. Don't forgot that it QE2. Now, I'm guessing that means Queen Elizabeth II, and it is amazing, and I feel like I've been spending too much time with Sheila that I know that. It's amazing that I managed to guess that, but don't forget that it QE2 Platinum Jubilee form tomorrow, 2nd of June. Listeners will want to know that because they might have a party or celebration. How did she manage to get celebration right, but not my name? Jess. What? So there you go. Just reminding you about the Platinum Jubilee there. So I hope you all have a good celebration and that the weather is good. I, of course, will be working in the shop for most of it, as I work in retail. But I think that our road might be having a street party, so maybe I'll join in. Oh my god, now that I think about it, I actually think there might be a possibility I may have agreed to do the face painting at the party. But it was organised months ago, so I can't actually remember. I have not got any face paints. I'm terrible at face painting, so let's hope I didn't agree to that. Otherwise, there'll be lots of disappointing corgi faces on people, which will look more like potatoes, and then we'll just have a street party full of walking potatoes. As well as that, let's not forget that it's World Oceans Day on the 8th of June. Father's Day, of course, is on the 19th of June, and summer begins on the 21st of June. Now, it is time to announce this month's Employee of the Month. Okay. This person claims that once they thought they saw a UFO, but soon realised that it was just actually one of our very own foil Bethany Bunny balloons from Easter, which had half deflated and got caught in a tree. On their 5th birthday, they wished that they could turn into an anteater, having seen them on their birthday trip to the zoo, only for them to spot an ant walking all over their birthday cake, which they then refused to eat, quote, because it had an ant on it. Not much of an anteater. He, clue there, he once took part in a charity dance, but was asked to leave because during a particularly ambitious leap, he tripped over the buffet table in the village hall and sent the trifle flying onto the mayor of the local town, Bryony Crump. He is a sales assistant in our branch of Sevenoaks. His name is John Constance, and he is this year's this month's Employee of the Month. Congratulations, John. Yes, you were nominated by your assistant manager, Posey Aaron, for always having a story to tell to make your colleagues laugh, no matter if they're laughing with you or at you. Well done again, John. Now, that was going to be the end of today's episode, but as Sheila so kindly reminded us, the Queen's Platinum Jubilee is coming up. So we once again have a poem written by Caroline Hodgson Brown from the branch in Droitwich Spa. And this poem is appropriately titled The Queen's Platinum Jubilee. Here we go. Her Platinum Jubilee on the horizon. 70 years as our monarch. She watches as the country prepares their flags. What an impressive landmark. What is usually a spring bank holiday gets pushed back to accommodate. Such an occasion only comes around this way once in a lifetime. Where are the Harris family from number 6? I hear the man next door cry. They once borrowed his chess set, but never gave it back. They're on holiday in Lanzarote, a woman shouts back. The man weeps. He knows that his chance to receive his game was gone. 4 children set up a game of catch. In a square they stand. A square of children in the town square. Four adults exchange pleasantries, but the smiles die down as they walk by. A dog jumps up at a table and scampers away with a couple of sausage rolls. A cat watches on from atop a brick wall, silently judging everyone and everything. A pigeon lingers by, hoping to get a treat. It gets close, but the cake is whisked away. The buffet is particularly good this year, with cakes, pies and scones, chocolate and vanilla ice cream, placed in waffle cones. The sugar can be smelt from afar, and the seagulls are on the case. It's not long before the food has to be put away. A squirrel offers a nut. A squirrel offers a nut to the celebrating humans, but the music is too loud for anyone to notice. The dancing is wild, and the atmosphere is free. There's nowhere else any of them would rather be. This is a once in a lifetime. Oh my God, how long is this? This is too long. Once in a lifetime, we hang bunting, bake cakes, see mates. Once in a lifetime, we dance, we sing, bells ring. Felt, card, lace, mugs, coasters, plates. Once in a lifetime, we see a purple and silver backdrop. Once in a lifetime, these products can be found in the discount bookshop. Wow, what a lovely tribute. Thank you very much for that, Caroline Hodgson Brown. And hope we get to hear another one of your poems soon. Hopefully, maybe. I do. It's not that I don't like them. It's just if they're too long, it makes me tired. Okay, and I had to turn the page quite a few times, and I think that's a sign. I think that's a sign. So anyway, well, thank you for listening to this episode 10 of the Discount Bookshop podcast. As always, I'd appreciate it if you would take the time to like and rate and subscribe if you enjoyed. And hopefully you'll stick around as I get closer and closer, I can't believe it, to the Discount Bookshop podcast's 1 year anniversary. Alright, thanks a lot.